MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the American League Division Series between the Seattle Mariners and the Minnesota Twins. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
And guys, I'm going to be sorry to see this series come to an end. You've got to love a series that comes down to the final game, and seeing the push and pull struggle between these two teams over the last 4 games has been a lot of fun. We're in for a great one here in Game 5.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Sean Fisk gets the call in Game 5 in front of the hometown faithful. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game. Standing in, Corbin Carroll, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hit on the ground out to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting first, the right fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. First pitch of the at-bat. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. Ethan Hankins will do the pitching in hostile territory here in Game 5. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, hard to be any better than he was in his last one. How about a CG and a 2-hitter? He was in complete control from beginning to end. It'll be fun to see if he carries that over into this one.
Now to the plate, Michael Gigliotti. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way.
Michael Gigliotti. 0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Roll, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
He swings and misses. Throw down. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal. Two out, nobody on. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Nothing doing here for the Twins. Still no score. New inning set to get underway. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jamie Trujillo. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Marchand gathers, and the throw is there to record the first out. Stepping into the box, Richard Lovins. He'll get to take his first cuts here. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
You know what that ugly swing tells me right there? This guy's got his good slider work, and that thing's got depth and bite.
Count now a ball and a strike. 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. No score here as we play inning number 2. 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Gigliotti will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Robert Poisson. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
One and two, the count to the Mariners shortstop. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Up next for Minnesota, Michael Toglia. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Trujillo has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Digging in, Nolan Gorman. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
I know this pitcher's trying to keep his pitch count down, but that's ridiculous right there. Pitch right down the middle. He's lucky he's getting this ball back.
Runners off for second. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 0-1, here it comes. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Gorman, base runner at first with one out. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
In now, Marcos Brito, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. And it's 1-1.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
Ball and two strikes. Here it is. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Two complete, scoreless here. Now at the plate, Yasel Antuna. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Tejeda onto the grass, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Now batting, Ronald Cruz. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Third inning, no score to this point. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Now at the plate, Pedro Rodriguez. Here comes the first pitch. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. A ball and a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Turner is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Mariners are down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Rafael Marchand. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
Rodriguez will back up and put this one away just past the dugout for the first out. So coming to the plate, Justin Turner. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Hit to first. He's got it. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of that. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
2 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Center fielder going back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Solo shot to right center. His 3rd home run of this series as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
At the plate, Riley Green, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. A base hit in his first trip. Behind 0-2 now. Green is considered an absolute stud with a bat, particularly against right-handed pitching. Against southpaws, however, he has historically had a lot more difficulty. Trujillo is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the Twins fire the opening salvo as they're on the board courtesy of this solo home run. We played 3 full. It's now 1-0 Minnesota. Riding in once again, Rafael Fernandez back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these do.
It's down for extra bases, and the Mariners have their first hit of the game. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Hey, this guy's having a big series for the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Into the box, Corbin Carroll. Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly, and there's 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Julio Rodriguez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready with the 0-1. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Throw down to third is thrown away right down the left field line. And would you believe the tying run comes into score on a wild pitch? Man, oh man. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Reined in. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The left fielder.
Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Jamie Trujillo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 twin error, and no one left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, all tied at 1-1. First delivery to him on the way.
The designated hitter.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Boy, Giro, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch, single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batted. Third. Baseman. Nolan. Gorman.
Here comes the first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
1-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. Hard hit to first. He's right there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Twins retired in short order. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mariners manager to discuss his thoughts on Seattle's offense so far. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He told me that they've been way too aggressive on the first pitch of the at-bat. And while he doesn't necessarily condemn that if it's leading to hits, that's clearly not the case right now. Over 80% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and a lot of those have resulted in swinging misses or outs, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Chopped out to short. Right to him. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 3.
Ready for another chance? Robert Poisson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Giselle Antuna flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
2 quick outs in this inning so far. His pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Hard ground ball to third. And there are two away now.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Now in the box, Rafael Marchand comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The next 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Carroll will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and now it'll be the catcher, Ronald Cruz. Here's the first pitch to him. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
One and 2, here it comes. Looped out towards short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next is the third baseman.
Striding in, Pedro Rodriguez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Rafael Fernandez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. 0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit back up the middle. Oh, he makes the stop. Step on the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Mariners go down quietly there. Score remains tied 1-1. Coming to the plate now, Justin Turner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The right fielder, Justin Turner.
First pitch coming, here it is. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. The ball and 2 strikes.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher. This quality, I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Michael Gigliotti. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 count. Here it is. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Trujillo is there, and he has it for the out. Digging in now, Riley Green. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. 1 run, 5 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. Stays alive, still 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Trujillo comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting.
Digging in, Ryan Reynolds. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
Carroll is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Twins wind up stranding 1. Still tied 1 apiece. Stepping in, Corbin Carroll.
Picking up with the out. The center fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Ready deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. At the plate, Julio Rodriguez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jamie Trujillo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Behind 0-2 now. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Stepping in now, Richard Lovins. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Skied into straightaway right. Turner is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. One left for Seattle. Clayton Haig gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Tolia. He was a double play victim last time around. On the ground to the right side. Scooped up on to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th. Coming to the plate now, Nolan Gorman. He was a ground out victim last time up. Popped up. Rodriguez is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping in, Anderson Tejeda. He's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 home. Hard on the ground towards short. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Twins are down on 4 pitches. Score remains tied 1-1. Cody Stashak has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. At the plate, Robert Poisson. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Set to deliver the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Again, another foul ball. Another 0-2 home. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Striding forward now is the DH, Giselle Antuna. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hot shot on the ground to short. And there's out number 2.
The catcher, number 9.
Standing in, Ronald Cruz. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch hitter.
Popped up. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. 1-2. Here it is. And a fastball swung on, missed, and his side is retired. Mariners leave 1. Still tied 1 apiece. Stepping in, Marcos Brito. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. On the line, that's a base hit into left field. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Standing in now, Rafael Marchand, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. No hits to this point. And he fouls this one off. Working for the punch out and the offering. Struck him out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
No balls and a strike to count. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there, base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Into the box now, Michael Gigliotti. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hard hit ball to short. And that is through into left field. The base hit. The throw home. He's safe at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in Game 5.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching, when runs are at a pace.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late.
Derek Wimberly takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. In now, Brian Reynolds, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Lined into right, a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Right fielder is on the run, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. 1 run is scored.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Into the box now, Nolan Gorman, and their runners at the corners now. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
No problem with that take right there. First pitch from a reliever, got to calibrate that velocity.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. The 5th and final game moves to the 9th inning now. Twins lead it 4-1. Clint Frazier will stay in the game, taking over in right field and batting in the 8th spot. Caleb Ferguson comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch. Ripped down the first base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
So now to the plate, Corbin Carroll. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
At the plate, Julio Rodriguez. As he rips it on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Digging. Here's the first pitch. And right into the shift. This is foul for the first strike. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
You know, professional catchers make those plays look easy most of the time, but that was a big play that shouldn't go unnoticed. Had he found a way on, he would have represented a tying run, so that was a nice job there to make sure that strikeout didn't get wasted.
Stepping up to the plate, Richard Lovins. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Strike one to start the at-bat. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Last chance for the Mariners. Line to the right side. Beautiful diving stop. And the Twins have advanced. They're headed to the AL Championship Series.
Well, they know their work is nowhere close to being finished, but they've handled their business so far, winning here to punch their ticket to the next round and a possible trip to the World Series. Well done.
In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
For the left-hander Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Division Series.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.